So what is working in us now is this big thought that what's in the world and has been created has to do with Jesus Christ. It's hard to look at somebody dying with a cancer and say Jesus has to do with that, because our first thinking is by the obvious outside thing that says death and Satan and disease are eating up a good person here. But that's not what's working at all. That's what we see. That's what we see as natural beings. That's not what is happening as spirit beings. As spirit beings, we have to see through it. Not God in the cancer, but we have to see through it that God is working even in what appears to be a negative thing. So, the only way we can live life is by subjection to the Father who is Spirit. A little verse you need to mark in Hebrews chapter 12. Verse 9. Furthermore, and this verse comes behind one of the severest things said in the Scriptures, that if the believer doesn't endure chastening, he's a bastard. And so he's really compounding this thought in verse 9, saying, furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh which corrected us, and we gave them reverence. Shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits, unto our spiritual Father, and live? Now, what we don't know about is how to be in subjection to a spiritual Father. It's hard for us to comprehend that. It is very difficult for us to take the crises we have in life and say, by these we're in subjection to our Father. Because most of our religious training has been that we can pray and believe God and change the circumstance. Now let me say this. There are some circumstances we can change. The Bible is filled with innumerable testimony to the God who can change certain circumstances. But generally speaking, the change of a circumstance in the world that you live in does not change the circumstances that are put in creation. The insolvable problems that we have now in the universe are a part of God's creative scheme to bring crises to free moral agents. And we're not going to get rid of those. There are times that you'll go into a fiery furnace and it won't burn you. Christ will be seen in it. There will be other times that you go to the front door of a fiery furnace and God will take it away and you won't have to go in at all. There will be other times that you'll go into a fiery furnace and you won't find a blessed soul in there but you. You say, well, the first time we believed and got a miracle, He took it away. Second time we believed and Jesus met us in the trial. Third time you must have had sin in your life. But the fact is, the fire furnace was made by the Father. The difference in the treatment is how you see it. Seeing Him and knowing Him is the message that's going to liberate this world from the hurt and pain. But dear friends, it isn't being liberated from hurt and pain that is the essence of our existence. The purpose of our existence is to come to know Him in whom to know is life eternal. So we're going to have a blending of that along the way. Sometimes He's going to take the furnace away, and sometimes you're going to walk in it and He'll give you strength. But in all of it, His purpose is that your spirit being And He's the Father of spirits, and the only way you are to live is in that union with Him.